Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. You just share your PPT once.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope it's visible.
Yes, absolutely.
Slide change.
It's working.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Himanshu, I'm there only. You can.
Okay, okay.
I'm in both. I have already joined with the both and as a co-host and ex main also. Okay. I request the event STNCs are joined. Kindly inform your members that to join quickly. Not after the 5:30 or 5:20. You have to join within 10 minutes. Please inform in your group, please.
हाँ, भेजे। मिताली मैम,
Uh,
हाँ.
yes, sir.
So I think the time is there. So we should start. In the meantime, people will be joining. Ma'am, Radhika ma'am, you are there? Okay. So on behalf of Aryavarta Saudya School Complex, I welcome all the participants. The President ma'am is here. And the founder chairman sir, the today's resource person is one of the most dynamic one in the field, and we expect the similar delivery today. So, ma'am, please start your session.
Okay. Thank you so much, Himanshu, sir. You've set the expectation level very high. I'm nervous. And good evening, Radhika ma'am. Nice to
Evening,
see you.
dear. Yes.
Good evening, all of you.
The evening
Dear
we'll get
educators.
wonderful teachers. From the wonderful teacher, we can learn more. And moreover, you are not only the subject matter, you are teaching us to how to take training through online too. Welcome on behalf of the once again on behalf of the all the participants.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know,
Is everybody knowing
so
that art integration
comfortable
please go.
to sit in your own room, you know, and especially during the winter season, and then take a session. So thank you, Himanshu sir, for this comfortable time. And today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic. I mean, interesting because it takes you away from your subject to another world. Because, you know, every day you're teaching your own subject only. But art integration gives you an opportunity to blend your subject with something more. So it is more than your subject. And of course, because you get something extra, because there's a lot of creativity, because you can innovate so many things, it becomes very interesting. So please allow me to share my screen before I actually dive into the topic. And welcome to each one of you, and a very good evening to each one present here. So I'm just trying to share my screen. And okay, I hope it's very much visible now to
Yes,
each one of you.
absolutely.
And I'm audible also, I believe. Okay. So today we're going to learning through art integration. That means, please pay attention on the topic. It's not teaching through art integration. It's learning through art integration. Because to be very frank, nowadays this word teaching has become almost obsolete. Why obsolete? Because so many trainings you people have attended. Now I believe all of you understand that in the classroom, in the school now, the child is the center of the learning, not the teacher. Initially, when we had the Gurukul systems, when we had expert type teachers, when we had, you know, autocratic leaders, at that point of time, the teacher was the center of the classroom. So when the teacher was teaching and the children were being taught, or the children were learning. Now, again, look at my words. The teacher was teaching and the child was learning. So between this teaching and learning, whether there was gap or not, that is very important. So gradually, you know, when we followed the same pattern, it was realized. We came to a conclusion all over the world, educationists, they came to a conclusion that learning and teaching ke beech mein, there's a gap. The teacher is teaching, but whether the child is learning or not, there is a question mark. So despite of the fact that the teacher is teaching, the teacher is working hard, the teacher is delivering, the teacher knows the content, the teacher is very intelligent, the teacher is very knowledgeable, still, you know, there's a learning gap which is happening, and the children, the students are not able to get as much, or rather not able to absorb as much as they should. So when this learning gap increases, then what will happen? The results will start falling down. And when the results will start falling down, then what will happen? Teachers have to listen to the music. Teachers have to face the music of the principal, the music of the coordinators, the music of the vice principal, the music of the parents, and the music of the management. So all that music, the trumpet will start blowing. कि भैया रिजल्ट नहीं अच्छा हुआ, रिजल्ट नहीं अच्छा हुआ, बच्चों को नंबर नहीं आए, ग्रेड्स नहीं आए, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ, everything will start happening. So it is very important that the gap is narrowed. The gap is not widened, the gap is narrow. तो gap कैसे narrow होगा? Gap तभी narrow होगा जब whatever the teacher is delivering in the class, or rather whatever the teacher is teaching in the class, is learned by the students. यानी learning को maximize करना है. So learning को maximize करने का wonderful tool है AIL. AIL means Art Integrated Learning. Of course, art integrated learning is a pedagogy. I hope all of you understand what's pedagogy. Pedagogy means पढ़ाने का तरीका, methodology of teaching. So art integrated learning is a pedagogy. जैसे lecture method is a pedagogy, demonstration method is a pedagogy, inductive method is a pedagogy, deductive method is a pedagogy, field trip is a pedagogy. Similarly, art integrated learning is also a pedagogy. यानी आपके पढ़ाने का तरीका हो सकता है. Now it depends upon you. आप एक चैप्टर में, एक टॉपिक में, एक जगह आर्ट इंटीग्रेटेड लर्निंग करेंगे कि आप जब भी आप पढ़ाएंगे आप आर्ट इंटीग्रेटेड लर्निंग को यूज करेंगे. That is totally your wish. But to begin with, if you are an amateur, if you want to begin with art integrated learning, it's better that you start at least with one chapter in a term. When you gradually become master it, then art integrated learning can become the center of your pedagogy. You can teach the children with art integrated learning, through art integrated learning. So this is a stepwise process. Today our focus will be middle stage, that is classes 6, 7, 8. Now, the very first question that comes to our mind is, what is art? You're talking about art integrated learning. What is art? क्या आर्ट कोई स्पेशल चीज है, कोई खास चीज है? जैसे आप मुझसे पूछेंगे कि मैम एक फ्लावर बनाइए, तो मैं तो एक फ्लावर भी अच्छे से नहीं ड्रॉ कर सकती. तो क्या मेरे अंदर आर्ट नहीं है? क्या मैं कोई आर्टिस्ट नहीं हूँ? मैं गाना नहीं गा सकती, मैं डांस नहीं कर सकती, मैं नाटक नहीं कर सकती, मैं ड्राइंग नहीं कर सकती, मैं पेंटिंग नहीं कर सकती. That doesn't mean that I don't have any artistic qualities. Remember, Swami Vivekananda says, or rather he said, art is representing the beautiful. For example, आप एक बहुत फेमस गाना है, शायद आपने सुना होगा. उस गाने के लाइंस कहते हैं, अकबक के राजे का बंगला है न्यारा. अकबक एक जगह का नाम रखा गया है, काल्पनिक जगह में भी. अकबक के राजे का बंगला है न्यारा, लिपा पुता माटी का घर मेरा प्यारा. And what is the meaning of this? This means there is a king, the king of place called Akbak. इस अकबक का राजा जो है, उसका घर बहुत शानदार, बहुत लग्जूरियस, बहुत ब्यूटीफुल, बहुत जितने भी एडजेक्टिव्स आप यूज कर सकते हैं वो ऐसा है. ऑफ कोर्स किसी राजा के घर में जाइएगा तो भाई आप ऊपर से नीचे साइडवे सब देखते ही रह जाएंगे कि क्या शानदार घर है उसका. हर कोने में कोई कारीगरी होगी, कोई महंगी चीज पड़ी होगी, कोई सुंदरता होगी. लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि सिर्फ अकबक का राजा का घर ही सुंदर हो सकता है. लेखक कहते हैं कि लिपा पुता माटी का घर मेरा प्यारा. यानी अगर मेरे पास मिट्टी का भी घर है लेकिन उसको मैंने लीप पोत कर सुंदर बना कर रखा है, वो भी सुंदर है, वो भी प्यारा है, वो भी अच्छा है. दिस इज आर्ट. Please understand. Art doesn't mean you have to be a fantastic singer or a great dancer or a great gymnastic person or a wonderful artist can draw, so many things. Maybe the Swami Vivekananda's portrait. You may not be able to do any one of these, but still you can be an artist. You can be an appreciator of art. You can be a teacher who can deliver art integrated learning. Now, for example, मैं आपको एक और एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ. आप कभी कभी किसी फ्रेंड के घर जाते हैं, किसी जान पहचान वाले के घर जाते हैं, कभी मेरे घर भी आ सकते हैं, आप हिमांशु सर के घर जाएं, राधिका मैम के घर जाएं, कहीं भी आप जाएं, आप देखेंगे हर घर की अपनी एक खासियत होती है. हर घर का अपना एक लेआउट होता है. हर घर की कुछ चीजें बहुत खूबसूरत होती हैं, कुछ आपको उतनी खूबसूरत नहीं लगती. आप कभी कभी किसी के घर जाते हैं, कोई अपने जान पहचान वाले के घर, तो आप देखेंगे बहुत सुंदर घर है, ब्यूटीफुल 3 बेडरूम अपार्टमेंट है, या मे बी घर ही है एक पूरा, फर्स्ट फ्लोर, ग्राउंड फ्लोर, सेकंड फ्लोर. लेकिन उस घर में घुसते ही आपको फील होगा, वेयर टू सिट, कहाँ बैठूं? उस सोफा पे कपड़े पड़े हुए, इस सोफा पर चावल का बोरा पड़ा हुआ है, वहां गोईठा है, इधर उधर कुत्ते बिल्लियां दौड़ रहे हैं, वेयर टू सिट. कहीं भूजा खाकर गिरा हुआ है, कहीं कोई कटोरी जूठी पड़ी हुई है. लेकिन वही आप एक दूसरे जान पहचान वाले के घर जाएंगे जिसमें सिर्फ एक ही कमरा भी अगर है, 2 कमरे भी हैं, तो वो इतनी हर चीज इतनी शानदार तरीके से रखी हुई है कि आपको जाते ही इच्छा होगी कि मैं यहाँ बैठ जाऊं, जमीन पे भी बैठ सकता हूँ, चेयर पे भी बैठ सकती हूँ, कहीं भी, हर जगह आपको लगेगी ढंग से रखा हुआ है। दिस इज आर्ट. So remember, I'm just trying to decode Swami Vivekanand saying that art is representing the beautiful in anything. आपको ईश्वर ने आंखें दी हैं, कान दिया है, नाक दिया है, मुंह दिया है, एक कुछ रंग दिया है, स्किन दिया है. अब आप क्या करते हैं? उसमें तो सब ब्लशर लगा लेती हैं हम लड़कियां, लिपस्टिक लगा लेते हैं, बिंदी लगा लेते हैं, काजल लगा लेते हैं. So what am I trying to do? I'm just trying to make myself more beautiful, more presentable. ऐसा तो नहीं कि मेरा नाक नक्शा बदल जाएगा उससे, लेकिन मैं अपने आप को रिप्रेजेंट करना चाह रही हूँ इन अ प्रेजेंटेबल वे, इन अ ब्यूटीफुल वे. So ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं सोचना है that we have to be a master of something, some form of art, in order to incorporate art integrated learning into our syllabus. So art integrated learning simply means representing the beautiful. There is art in everything. आप बात कैसे करते हैं, आप देखते कैसे हैं, आप खाना कैसे खाते हैं, आप बोलते कैसे हैं, आप चलते कैसे हैं, सब चीज में आर्ट है. कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनके बगल में बैठकर आप खाना खा ही नहीं सकते हैं, यू स्टार्ट वॉमिटिंग. कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जिनके बगल में आप नहीं बैठ सकते, they smell so much, of course not the good one, good smell, I'm not talking about the good smell. कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिसके साथ आप चल नहीं सकते हैं, वो पैरों से इतनी आवाज करेंगे कि that will irritate you maybe. लेकिन कुछ लोग बिल्कुल रिवर्स होते हैं. So remember, art is representing the beautiful and there should be art in everything. अगर आर्ट नहीं है तो आपकी वो चीज ड्राई है, अच्छी नहीं है. आप सब मेरी तारीफ करते हैं, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन शायद इसका भी रीजन यही है कि when I speak, when I talk to you, when I converse, when I present myself, there is some form of art somewhere. Okay, so that is the reason you like, otherwise you would not have liked. Next, tell me and I forget, show me I may remember, involve me I understand. So now we are actually gradually moving towards art integrated learning. So art integrated learning basically involves the student. There is student involvement, there is student engagement in why you are using art integrated learning as a pedagogy. You are actually involving your students. You are making your students participate in the teaching learning process. Therefore, understanding is maximum, retention is maximum, results are very good in art integrated learning. So what is the role of a teacher in student engagement? This is a very, very good proverb, one of my favorites. टीचर का रोल क्या है? टीचर कैसे बच्चों को एंगेज कर सकते हैं? तो आप एंगेज तभी कर सकते हैं जब आप उनके पीछे मेहनत करें, जब आप ये सोचें कि हम उनको कैसे एंगेज करेंगे, जब आप उनके एंगेजमेंट के वेरियस प्रोसेसेस को यूज करें. So remember, the grass isn't greener on the other side. It is green where you water it. So when you want to engage your children in the teaching learning process, only then it will happen. अगर आप ये सोचते हैं कि अरे I am Mitali Mukherjee, I am the great resource person, मैं तो सिर्फ एक लेक्चर दूंगी, लोग मेरे दीवाने हो जाएंगे, पागल हो जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है. You need to prepare, you need to find out ways of engaging your children, you need to implement those methods so that your children are engaged. And when somebody is engaged, तभी वो maximum learning will take place. जैसे मान लीजिए इस वक्त मैं एक सेशन ले रही हूँ, अगर मैं fully engaged हूँ तभी मैं वो सेशन ले सकती हूँ. अगर मान लीजिए सेशन लेते लेते मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए सो जाऊं, तो क्या वो सेशन कंटिन्यू चलेगा? वो सेशन बीच में ब्रेक हो जाएगा. ठीक यही चीज होती है बच्चों के साथ. When you are teaching teachers in the class, you are fully involved, you are fully engrossed. आप बहुत मेहनत कर रहे हैं, लेकिन क्या आपके बच्चे इन्वॉल्व हैं? क्या आपके बच्चे लाइक कर रहे हैं? क्या आपके बच्चे आपके साथ हैं? आप देखेंगे आप कहीं चैप्टर के एंड में पहुंच गए, आपका बच्चा भी फर्स्ट पेज में ही है, क्योंकि बच्चा आपके साथ है ही नहीं, वो तो कहीं और है. उसका एंगेजमेंट आपके साथ नहीं है. He is engaged somewhere else, which he finds more interesting. Now, so today what are we going to learn? We are going to understand what is art integrated learning. We are going to learn how to use art integrated learning as a pedagogy. We're going to designing of art integrated activities. I'll give you a format. You can keep a sample of that and you can use it. We are going to understand how to assess using art integrated activities. And we are going to understand how to link art integrated learning with various subjects. This is basically our learning objectives of today's session. Okay, so National Education Policy 2020 says that art integrated learning, or rather art, should be a center of curriculum. आप जो भी बच्चे को पढ़ाएं या मैक्सिमम चीजें जो आप बच्चे को पढ़ाएं वहां आप AIL यानी आर्ट इंटीग्रेटेड लर्निंग का पेडागॉजी यूज करिए. Now when you NEP also focuses a lot on bringing back joy in learning, you know, happy learning, happy classrooms. So happiness होगी कैसे? Happiness तभी होगी ना जब बच्चे involve होंगे, बच्चा कुछ करना चाहेगा. जैसे बहुत बहुत सिंपल सी आपको इन्वॉल्वमेंट में मुझे अभी तुरंत मेरे जहन में आई एक बात. आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन यू समथिंग. इन्वॉल्वमेंट इज व्हाट. एक ऐड आता था टीवी पे, शायद आपने देखा होगा, इधर मैं नहीं देखती हूँ बट आता था. यू नो एवरीबडी इन द हाउस वाज शाउटिंग खाना दो खाना दो खाना दो खाना दो. All of a sudden this silence. Why there is silence? Because khana has come. Everybody is busy eating now. So when everybody is busy eating, nobody is making noise. This is actually the meaning of involvement. So, you know, when the teacher is teaching, then the children are not involved. Children are not doing anything. They're just dumb listeners. They're just using their ears to listen. So, you know, sometimes even children fall asleep in the classroom. So remember, if you want to make the children involved, they have to be with you. And art integrated learning brings happiness back. How? We'll explain. And then the schools should focus on holistic approach to bring together and create an environment of blended learning. Blended learning means your own subject, chemistry and art, physics and art, English and art, Hindi and art, social science and arts, EVS, world around us and art, sociology and art, BST and arts, economics and arts. So this is how you are going to merge art with your subjects. There's going to be blended learning. So what is AIL? AIL is a process where art becomes a medium of teaching. You are teaching, just आप class में गए, जैसे I'm a chemistry teacher. Suppose I go to the class and teach chemical reactions. So what will be my medium of teaching? What will I use for teaching chemical reactions? I'll use a chalk, I'll use a board, I'll use a smart board, I'll use a notebooks, I'll use a books, I'll maybe use a reference book. What's about? Or maybe I'll use a chart. Okay, this is what are my teaching, mediums. But if I use drawing, painting, theater, puppetry for teaching you chemical reactions, for teaching my students chemical reactions, then that is known as art becomes a medium of teaching learning. देखिए बार बार मैं कह भी रही हूँ और यहाँ लिखा हुआ भी है. And if you are careful enough, you must have noticed that every time I'm saying teaching, learning, teaching, learning, teaching, learning. What does it mean? That means when you're teaching, learning is also happening. So teaching alone is of no use. Children will learn and simultaneously you're teaching also, they're learning also. You're teaching also, they're learning also. Then it is good work. Otherwise it's of no use. So we have to prepare, understand this. So art integrated learning means when art is integrated with different subjects and it becomes a medium of the learning process. For example, look at this. This is a very simple diagrammatic representation of what I'm trying to say. Art is with mathematics, with science, with any foreign language, for example, German, French, whatever you're teaching in your school, your native language like Hindi, Sanskrit, history, social science, religious education, value education, which we call art, and foreign language, of course, English. So when you will amalgamate, when you will blend, when on art means any form of art with these multiple subjects, then it will be known as multi or interdisciplinary approach through art integrated learning. Interdisciplinary approach through art integrated learning. ठीक है, देखते हैं थोड़ा. So combining arts with the teaching learning process of different curricular areas, concepts can be easily linked with art experience. Just now, just I told you, for example, I want to teach chemistry. I'll teach chemistry with the help of painting. I'll teach chemistry with the help of maybe a theater. I'll teach chemistry with the help of role play. So what am I doing? I'm combining my subject with something called art, with some kind of art. Okay. So why is art integrated learning so important? Why are we all into this session and trying to understand what is art integrated learning? Number one is, you know, in your curriculum, in the child's curriculum, may the child be in nursery or may the child be in class 12. In the curriculum of children, there are certain concepts which are very abstract concepts. For example, if I say 2 plus 2 equals to 4. Now, see, you all are teachers. You may say, Mitali ma'am is giving such a silly example. But remember the day you were in nursery or maybe, I don't know, LKG or 1. That time, if somebody asks us 2 plus 2, it was a big sum for us. And we used to use our fingers, 1, 2, फिर 1, 2, फिर again we used to count 1, 2, 3, 4, फिर हम वो डंटे बनाते थे, फिर हम वो डंटे काटते थे. हमारे लिए 2 plus 2 ऐड करना बहुत मुश्किल काम था. It was a technical work. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने 2 को देखा नहीं था. हमारे 2 एक उंगली होगी या हमारे लिए 2 एक डंटा था. फिर धीरे धीरे जब हम सीनियर क्लासेस में आए तो फिर हमें सिखाया गया Ram has 2 apples and Radha has 2 more apples. So Ram gave his 2 apples to Radha. How many apples does Radha have now? So हम क्या करते थे? हम लिखते थे Ram has 2 apples. Radha has 2 apples. Ram gave 2 apple. Number of apples Ram gave to Radha 2. So 2 plus 2 equals to 4. प्लस का कॉन्सेप्ट हमें पहले से ही पता था. तो बस इतना ही हम समझते थे. लेकिन अगर आपसे कोई पूछे, इवन टुडे व्हेन यू सो लर्नड योर टीचर्स, अगर आपसे कोई पूछे मैम 2 कैसा दिखता है, कोई बता पाएगा? एनीवन? एनी मैथमेटिक्स टीचर? हाउ डज 2 लुक लाइक? हाउ डज -5 लुक लाइक? हाउ डज 10 लुक लाइक? और मे बी हाउ डू वेव्स लुक लाइक? वो वेव्स जो हम समंदर में देखते हैं हमारे लिए वही वेव्स हैं. वो जो हिमांशु सर पढ़ाते हैं वेव्स, उन वेव्स को तो हमने कभी देखा नहीं है. पढ़ाते फ्रिक्शन, फ्यूजन, फिजन. आपने देखा कभी न्यूक्लियर फिजन को? न्यूक्लियर फिजन को आप समझाते हैं बच्चों को, देखो ये दोनों जुड़ गया, देखो ये दोनों अलग हो गया, देखो ये वेव्स ऐसे ऐसे होते हैं, ग्राफ ऐसे बनता है. लेकिन कभी आपने बच्चे को दिखाने का मौका मिला आपको? तो इसे को हम कहते हैं एब्स्ट्रैक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट्स. एंड एब्स्ट्रैक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट समझना बहुत मुश्किल है. लेकिन अभी आप देखते हैं ना हाउ ब्यूटिफुली जो जूनियर क्लास के टीचर्स होते हैं, नर्सरी, जूनियर केजी 1 2 के टीचर्स भी 2 सेब बना देते हैं, 2 आम बना देते हैं, 2 चॉकलेट्स बना देते हैं, दिस इज 2. और बच्चे उसी को 2 समझते हैं. आप कितना अच्छे से वेव्स का फिगर बना देते हो, आप ग्राफिकली दिखा देते हैं, आप न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन को समझा देते हैं ड्राइंग के थ्रू, कितने बेहतरीन तरह से आप एटम, न्यूक्लियर, प्रोटॉन, इलेक्ट्रॉन सब समझा देते हो ड्राइंग से. अगर वो ड्राइंग नहीं होती तो कभी सोचा आपने क्या होता? अगर वो मीडियम ऑफ ड्राइंग नहीं होती तब क्या होता? Actually, you have been doing it. Since ages, you have been doing art integration. That to teach those abstract concepts, you have been taking the help of art. But gradually when we go to the senior classes, or there are certain topics where we completely do not take help of this. The subject is devoid of any form of art. और दूसरी चीज ये है यहाँ कि whenever we think of art, we only think of drawing. We only think of painting. Painting also no, I should say only drawing. But there are many forms of art. So we have to understand those forms also and use those forms, and they are very strong medium of teaching. So what does art integration do? It helps in clarifying abstract concepts, not only of science and mathematics. There are abstract concepts in so many places, so many subjects. Next, it helps in increasing the knowledge and understanding and application of the subject. It fosters a sense of appreciation and expression. Now, my teacher is teaching me Rutherford's model. And I have drawn a beautiful Rutherford's model. The teacher gives me a star. So it fosters my appreciation and expression through arts. Then, it is a form of expressing yourself either verbally or non-verbally. Verbally, when you're doing theater, when you're into puppetry, maybe you're verbal. And non-verbal, when you're drawing, when you're singing, not singing, sorry, when you're dancing, you are non-verbal. Visual or in the form of performance. This will deal in details later on. And AIL provides learning experiences that engages the learner's mind, heart, and body. Let me just add on one line to it. In my many sessions, I have been telling you people that how do students learn? Or for that matter, how do we learn? How do people learn? कैसे सीखते हैं? हमारे सीखने के तीन ही तरीके हैं. पहला तरीका क्या है? We learn from through our head, जिसको हम कहते हैं cognition. हम अपने दिमाग से सीखते हैं. दूसरा तरीका क्या है सीखने का? We learn from our heart. एक बहुत सारे गाने आते हैं ना, हिंदी मूवीज में कितने गाने आते हैं, इंग्लिश हिंदी कितने गाने आते हैं. Do you remember all the songs? Do you remember the tune of all songs? Do you remember the words, the lyrics of all the songs? Why don't you remember? You don't remember because you don't like them. They don't touch your heart. But the moment a song touches your heart, you start singing it. You start gunganana. Ab gunganana shuru kar dete ho. Next is we learn through our hands. And when I say hands, it's not hands. Actually, I mean the entire body. And that's known as psychomotor learning. Head is a cognitive domain. Heart is your affective domain. Affective, AFFECTIV. And your hands and your body are your psychomotor domain. These are only the three ways of learning. आप चौथे किसी तरीके से नहीं सीखते. या तो आप अपने सर से सीखते हैं, या तो आप अपने दिल से सीखते हैं, या तो आप अपने बॉडी के थ्रू सीखते हैं. तो जब आप आर्ट इंटीग्रेटेड लर्निंग को ट्राई कर रहे हैं अपने क्लासरूम में, टीचर्स प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, when you're trying art integrated learning in your classroom, you are actually using the head, the heart, and the hand. जैसे for example, let us try to understand. For example, बच्चा एक नाटक कर रहा है. आपने कुछ भी पढ़ाया है, उस टॉपिक पे बच्चा नाटक कर रहा है. तो जब वो नाटक कर रहा है तो वो डायलॉग्स भी कुछ फॉर्म कर रहा है, सो उसके हेड में भी कुछ कुछ हो रहा है. वो बॉडी के थ्रू डायलॉग्स कर रहा है, एक्सप्रेशंस कर रहा है, तलवार खींच रहा है, घूंघट ले रहा है, व्हाटएवर चाइल्ड इज शोइंग. एंड ऑफ कोर्स द चाइल्ड इज लाइकिंग. वो जितना लाइक करेगा, जितना पसंद करेगा, उतना अच्छा नाटक करके दिखाएगा. सो यू यूजिंग ऑल द थ्री डोमेन्स ऑफ लर्निंग. सो व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज at the same time learning through all the three domains, uski learning maximize ho jati. But suppose you are telling the child to write something, write this answer and learn it. Now what is the child doing? The child is writing and then the child is पढ़ रहा है उसको याद करने के लिए. Ram is the father of this, Ram is the father of this, Ram is the father of this. फिर उसको याद हो, yes ma'am, Ram is the father of. वो क्या कर रहा है? Is only using his cognition. So learning only from one domain and learning from the three domains simultaneously are very different. Which will be faster? Which learning will be faster? Learning from the three domains or learning from one domain? Anyone in the chat box, please? Which will be faster? Which will be better? Which will be more engaging? And of course, which will be joyful? The answer is, of course, the first method, where you're learning through all the three domains. क्योंकि आप अपने दिल को भी यूज कर रहे हैं, अपने दिमाग को भी यूज कर रहे हैं, बॉडी को भी यूज कर रहे हैं. तो आपका दिल भी है जहां, इसका मतलब आप खुश हैं, यू आर हैप्पी, इट्स जॉयफुल लर्निंग. सो always remember that AIL involves all the three domains of learning. That is why AIL is such a successful method of teaching, which promotes high learning. Okay, and in AIL, you are using all your five sensory organs: your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, and your skin. Okay, because you're seeing also, you're listening also, you're speaking also, you are smelling also, maybe at times, depends upon the activity that you are doing, and you can feel also. So more and more and more sensory organs you will use, the more learning will happen. क्योंकि वो learning deep होती है. अगर आप सिर्फ सुनकर याद कर रहे हो, तो what is happening? Only your ears are being used. लेकिन आप अगर सुन भी रहे हो, देख भी रहे हो, बोल भी रहे हो, सूंघ भी रहे हो, टच भी करके किसी चीज को सीख रहे हो, this forever. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if I ask you teachers, tell me the story of the movie शोले, आप अभी सुना दीजिएगा. लेकिन हम सबने जितने भी लोग हम यहाँ बैठे हैं, हम सबने कैलकुलिथिक एज, नियोलिथिक एज, पैलेलिथिक एज पढ़ा था, क्योंकि we have all studied social science till class 10. अगर आपको वो समझाने के लिए कहें तो बहुत लोग नहीं समझा पाएंगे, मैं भी नहीं समझा पाऊंगी, मुझे भी नहीं याद है। मुझे ये नेम्स याद है, मैं समझती हूँ आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू गॉड फॉर दिस, क्योंकि उसको हमने फील नहीं किया, हमारी सारी सेंस ऑर्गन्स नहीं याद टच हुई उससे, हमने तीनों डोमेन्स को नहीं यूज किया। लेकिन जब हमने शोले मूवी देखी तो हम दिमाग को भी हमने यूज किया, हमने अपने दिल को भी यूज किया। अमिताभ बच्चन दिल के बहुत नजदीक है, मे बी किसी के धर्मेंद्र दिल के नजदीक है, किसी की हेमा मालिनी दिल के नजदीक है, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा। तो दिल भी यूज किया, दिमाग भी यूज किया और बॉडी भी यूज किया। ओ जब कोई एक्शन आता है ना, हम भी करते हैं, तो वी आर यूजिंग ऑल द थ्री डोमेन्स फॉर लर्निंग, सो लर्निंग इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड। क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय स्टूडेंट एंगेजमेंट? ये बहुत सिंपल एक फॉर्मूला है, मैं आपको देती हूँ। ये देखिए, ये फॉर्मूला है स्टूडेंट एंगेजमेंट का। फॉर्मूला है, क्या है भैया फॉर्मूला? आपका फॉर्मूला है स्टूडेंट एंगेजमेंट, यानी engaging the students, involving the students in your classroom is the product of motivation and active learning. Motivation means, all of you understand how you can motivate your children to learn more and more? By using more and more of their effective domain. जितना आप तीनों डोमेन्स को यूज करोगे, बच्चा उतना मोटिवेट होगा लर्निंग के लिए। और एक्टिव लर्निंग का मतलब बच्चा इज इन्वॉल्व, बच्चा इज डूइंग समथिंग, इट्स नॉट पैसिव लर्निंग जहां पे द टीचर इज talking like I'm talking now, and the children are only listening. That's called passive learning. Opposite of passive is active learning. Some of the active learning pedagogies are group discussion, peer teaching, coming to the board and answering. These are all active learning methods. AIL is an active learning method. Experiential learning is an active learning method. So remember, student engagement is a product of motivation and active learning. यानी अगर मोटिवेशन 10 में से 10 है, लेकिन एक्टिव लर्निंग आपकी नहीं हो रही है, तो 10 into 0 becomes 0. Mind it, my dear educators, it's not sum, it's a product. 10 in plus 0 will become 10, but 10 into 0 is 0. यानी आपका क्लास मोटिवेटेड होना चाहिए, इंथुजियाज्म होना चाहिए, ज़ील होना चाहिए, एंड एक्टिव लर्निंग भी होनी चाहिए. Your pedagogies must be active. They should not be dead pedagogies, passive pedagogies, lecture method, chalk and talk method. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. So जितना आपका क्लास मोटिवेटेड रहेगा, जितना आप एक्टिव लर्निंग पेडागोजीज यूज करोगे, उतनी ज्यादा स्टूडेंट एंगेजमेंट आपकी क्लास में होगी, और जितनी ज्यादा स्टूडेंट एंगेजमेंट होगी, उतने बढ़िया 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 रिजल्ट्स आपको मिलेंगे. यानी लर्निंग विल बी हायर एंड हायर एंड हायर, more and more and more. So student engagement maximizes the learning, as I told you. It develops healthy learning environment. It promotes meaningful learning, which you'll remember also for long. It monitors students' learning outcome. जो भी आपका learning outcome है, वो भी achieve होगा. It avoids monotonous, boredom, laziness, passive learning environment in the classroom. And it prepares alert, active, smart, global citizens. So keep your students engaged. This is the mantra of the day, that your students should be engaged. And the best method of engaging student is AIL. Okay. 5 ways art improves your school's performance. Number 1, it teaches the whole child. Just now, as I told you, it teaches the head, it teaches the heart, it teaches the hands. So it teaches the whole child. It does not only teach the head, it does not only teach the hand, it does not only teach the heart, it teaches all. Okay. Next, it instills a growth mindset. यानी माइंडसेट जो है वो ग्रोथ वाला माइंडसेट होगा. यानी बच्चे अच्छा सीखेंगे, खुश होकर सीखेंगे, हैप्पीली सीखेंगे, प्रैक्टिकल काम सीखेंगे, तो बच्चे की सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज डीपन होगी, उसका माइंडसेट और ग्रो करेगा. नेक्स्ट, इट इंप्रूव्स कॉग्निशन. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल दिमाग बच्चे का इंप्रूव होगा, क्योंकि वो यूज हो रहा है ना. जो चीज यूज होता है वही इंप्रूव होता है. अगर आप यूज नहीं करेंगे तो जंग लग जाएगा. ठीक है. It improves communication skills. Communication, always remember, my dear teachers, when I say communication, I don't mean only verbal blah 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 communication. When I say communication, I mean verbal communication as well as non-verbal communication. यानी verbal communication यानी बच्चा गाना गाएगा, बच्चा थिएटर करेगा, बच्चा रोल प्ले करेगा. Non-verbal communication बच्चा माइम करेगा, बच्चा प्ले मॉडलिंग करेगा, बच्चा ड्राइंग कर रहा है, पेंटिंग कर रहा है, स्केचिंग कर रहा है. These are all non-verbal modes of communication. Next, it makes deeper cultural understanding with greater awareness of self, because art is your culture. Suppose in the class you're trying to teach something through Madhubani painting, through mandala art, through puppetry, through maybe folk music, that brings you very close to your culture also. So there are many forms of art which are very close to the cultural heritage of the society. And it's not only for India I'm talking about, because it's a pedagogy, it's used worldwide. So whichever part of the world children are, whichever the part of the world the teachers are, using art integrated learning, a very deep cultural understanding can be developed. Okay, next. Now, since art is a universal form of communication, let us try to understand that there are two forms of art. I've already told you this. One is a visual art, other is a performing art. Now, visual art और performing art दोनों अलग-अलग हैं. अब मैं आपको एक चार्ट दिखाती हूँ, आप बताओगे कौन सा visual है, कौन सा performing है. So what is painting? I'm waiting for your answers in the chat box now. I'm not going to give you answers. Now I'm trying to involve you, engage my student teachers. So what is painting? Painting is which form? Visual or performing? Which one? Painting is what? Visual. Very good. Very good. Sculpture. Reena ji, thank you. Sculpture. Visual. Very good. Literature. Thank you, Radhika ma'am. Literature. What is literature? Visual or performing? No idea? It's visual. Why visual? Because when you're reading, it's just a visual form of art. Okay. So it's not a performing art, but yes, let me tell you here. Suppose
संध्या
you go and read, you go and recite,
ट्रेनिंग में है, ट्रेनिंग खत्म करके जरूर देख लेंगे.
you go and say, do some role play, then it becomes visual. Okay, very good. Next, architecture. Architecture. Fast. Cinema, music, theater. You've all understood now what's visual and what's performing art. So let us try to understand what is visual and what's performing art. Thank you so much, dear educators, for your replies into the chat box. So what is visual art? अगर थोड़ी सी भी डाउट रह गई तो समझ लीजिए इसको. Visual art is a creative form perceived primarily by viewing painting, sculpture, photography, printmaking, clay modeling, applied arts and crafts. यानी विजुअल आर्ट क्या है? विजुअल आर्ट है जो आर्ट हम परसीव कर सकते हैं देखकर, बेसिकली देखकर. जैसे दिखता है, क्या दिख रहा है? आर्किटेक्चर दिख रहा है, स्कल्पचर दिख रहा है, मॉन्यूमेंट्स बना है वो दिख रहा है, क्ले मॉडलिंग दिख रहा है, पेंटिंग दिख रहा है, ड्राइंग दिख रहा है. जो देखकर हम जिसको समझ सकते हैं. रील अगर हमने बनाया है कुछ तो वो दिख रहा है मुझे, ठीक है. फोटोग्राफ खींचा है मैंने, वो दिख रहा है. सो दिस इज नोन एज विजुअल. यानी देखकर अगर आप उस आर्ट को समझ सकते हैं वो विजुअल है, ठीक है. ओके, परसीव कर सकते हैं, समझ सकते हैं, उसको अपने अंदर ला सकते हैं, तो वो विजुअल है. और परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट क्या है? परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट वो है where you're using your voice, your body or some object to tell us about that art form. You are using your body, your voice or some imminent objects around then to explain us what you're trying to do. That is known as visual. For example, dance, music, theater, puppetry, mime, storytelling. I hope you've understood the difference. अगर कोई कागज पे पड़ा हुआ है और हम देखकर समझ सकते हैं कि क्या है, तो विजुअल आर्ट. अगर कोई करके बता रहा है कि क्या है, then it is known as performing art. Next, now art integrated curriculum. ये क्या है? Art becomes the basis of the classroom teaching. मुझे पढ़ाना है about the rivers of India, तो मैं बुक से पढ़ा सकती हूँ, लेकिन मैंने बुक से नहीं पढ़ाऊंगी. नाउ मैं आपको गाना गाकर समझाऊंगी रिवर्स ऑफ इंडिया. तो मैंने गाना चुना, कोई भी एक गाना अच्छा सा चुना मैंने रिवर्स पे, और मैं गाना गा रही हूँ और मैं समझा रही हूँ सी द क्वालिटीज ऑफ रिवर. मैंने एक गाना गाया, उसमें मान लो 5 एडजेक्टिव्स हैं अबाउट वाटर, अबाउट रिवर्स. फिर मैंने बच्चों से पूछा कि टेल मी 5 थिंग्स अबाउट रिवर्स. तो बच्चा गाने के थ्रू सीखा those 5 things. So art is the center of the curriculum. Art is the basis of teaching. Art helps in simplifying and clarifying the concepts. Okay, हमने एक नाटक किया, ओरिजिन ऑफ रिवर कहाँ है, फिर रिवर जब फ्लो करती है तो अपने साथ क्या क्या लेकर आती है, फिर सारा कुछ कहाँ डिपॉजिट हो जाता है, फिर रिवर खत्म कहाँ होती है, और रिवर का बड़ा फॉर्म क्या है. मे बी थ्रू एन आर्ट आई एम टीचिंग, थ्रू थिएटर आई एम टीचिंग, थ्रू अ रोल प्ले आई एम टीचिंग. Through a dance, I'm teaching. So I am not teaching directly from the book. Yes, that's visual. Very good. Thank you so much. So that is the way you use art integration in your classrooms. So there are some benefits of art integrated learning, which is different from the other subjects. Art integrated learning is very much logical. It is learner centric and it's for many meaningful ways. Remember teachers, आप अगर एक रिवर के बारे में गाना गाकर या डांस करके या नाटक करके किसी बच्चे को समझाते हैं तो सिर्फ वो रिवर ही नहीं समझता. There are many other things, associated things also with the child is learning. The child is learning how to move his bodies. The child is learning how to use the body parts. The child is learning how to think. The child is learning how to make dialogues. The child is learning how to use a voice. The child is learning how to show his expressions on the face and through the body. So many other things the child is learning. Like for example, when you do an annual function, I have observed this. I have observed this very closely and many times I've observed. Sometimes I think नहीं ये मेरा मन का भ्रम होगा. फिर मैं अगले साल observe करती हूँ. फिर मैं observe करती हूँ. मैंने different schools में इस चीज को observe किया है कि जैसे ही annual function होता है, अब practice वगैरह हो गया, annual function हो गया, you will observe a remarkable change in the behavior of the child, the personality of the child. The child becomes more confident. The child becomes an extrovert. The child is no more an introvert. The child's voice quality changes. The child's body language changes. The child's posture changes. All because of the stage of the performance that the child has been doing, practice for 10, 15 days. So remember, AIL not only focuses on one subject, it focuses on so many other subjects. So it's a wonderful tool for interdisciplinary teaching. So when the child is going through AIL, the child is learning so many things, as I just told you. Observing, thinking, imagining, exploring, experimenting, deducing, creating, recreating, and expressing. Okay, so these are so many things that the child is learning while you are into AIL. And as I've already told you, AIL involves the learning through the 3 domains: cognitive, psychomotor, and affective. So all these 3 domains are working simultaneously, so the pedagogical need of the child is fulfilled, that there's cross-curricular linkage, and there's so much to construct and demonstrate. There's so much to learn. There is so much of innovation. There's so much of creativity. Okay, so AIL provide teachers with an access to monitor the continuous and comprehensive learning. Now, this is the nature of AIL. Okay, here when the child is going, when when the teacher is teaching through AIL and the learning is happening, the teacher is getting a lot of time to assist the child, to help the child in many ways. Okay, so let us come to one very important thing which I would like to discuss here before we fall short of time. That is, AIL is a wonderful, wonderful tool even for children with special needs, CWSN children. Because there are so many children who cannot listen properly. There's so many who cannot see properly. So many who cannot walk properly. So many who cannot write properly. So many who cannot speak properly. But if we use AIL, it provides varied forms of expressions. So, CWSN children also get very good benefit. There's a lot of engagement. There are a lot of activities. And AIL truly promotes unity in diversity. Okay. So, when you are dealing with doing AIL in your classrooms, please remember it's the best and the most joyful method of learning, because the child gets a chance to express himself or herself. The child has a freedom to be different and unique. Like, for example, I'm giving a beautiful example here. I love this example personally. Once what happened, it truly happened that we told the child to draw scenery. Now the child has drawn something. Now there was a sun there. And there was one child who had drawn the sun purple. And the river that was there, it was black in color. The river was black. Means assuming that the water in the river is black. So, the teacher asked that, why have you drawn water as black? Water is not black. The child said, ma'am, the river that I've drawn here is very dirty. The water is very dirty and I have seen this river, so I'm drawing that river. Imagine, can the teacher deduct the marks for this? There is one child who's drawn white river, one blue river, maybe one pink river, and this child has drawn black river. All are correct. So AIL provides you with an opportunity to be non-judgmental. You are also right, I am also right. It gives a freedom to be different and unique. लेकिन अगर आप AIL के थ्रू नहीं जाएंगे असेसमेंट में, अगर आप नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन आंसर पेन एंड पेपर असेसमेंट करेंगे तो उसमें क्या होगा? One answer is correct, all other answers are wrong. Mostly we give close-ended questions, we don't give open-ended questions. And then until and unless you're giving open-ended questions, your only one probable answer is correct. लेकिन आप अगर AIL के थ्रू असेसमेंट करेंगे तो probability is many answers are correct. So the children gets a chance to be different, to be unique, to explore, to experience, to express, and to celebrate. That is a very, very big quality of AIL. Okay. Now it is flexible, it is dynamic, it gives hands and experience approach. That means do and learn. I hope you have understood all this. It makes the learner think, imagine, explore, observe, reflect, and express. Now, teachers, I'm going to show you a few samples. Just look at this. Format of writing art integrated activities. How will you write art integrated learning activities? This is the format. Class, subject, theme, which art form you're using, how much time is required. Remember, your learning objectives, you have a period of 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever. So how much time you need, maybe 1 period or 2 period. Planning of art experiences. Please remember that today Mithali ma'am has taken a session of art integrated learning does not mean tomorrow you will go and start it. Please plan first. मुझे क्या पढ़ाना है, किस फॉर्म ऑफ आर्ट के साथ इसको जोड़ना है और कैसे जोड़ना है. आपने जोड़ तो दिया, बहुत अच्छे आर्ट फॉर्म के साथ जोड़ दिया, मिमिक्री के साथ जोड़ दिया, पपेट के साथ जोड़ दिया, और आपको खुद ही पपेट एंड मिमिक्री अगर नहीं उतनी अच्छी आती है तो आपको समझना होगा कि फर्स्ट आई हैव टू लर्न, देन ओनली आई कैन गो एंड टीच इट इन द क्लास. Then, you know, when you do art integrated learning, there should always be some follow-up exercises. Follow-up exercises का मतलब क्या हुआ कि when the child will go home, the child should have something to study and refer and understand the content better. Linking it with the experiences, and finally assessment. Assessment is a very important part of art integrated learning. And remember, when you're assessing children on the basis of art integrated learning, it has to be very, very dynamic. Dynamic means you have to think with all your, antenna open, because there's no one possible answer. There are many, many possible answers. I will show you one example. Wait. I'll show you one example. Allow me to stop this screen sharing and allow me to open another file which has got more of this. I'll show you. Okay, it's open. So let me share this with you. Some examples of art integrated learning I'm trying to share. Are you able to see my screen? Okay. Can you see my screen, dear teachers? So some examples I'm just sharing with you. They've been collected by me. So let me share. Okay. See this. Figures of speech through drawing. How beautifully it is being represented. See, it is in or on or out or whatever it is. Next. Similes and metaphors, drawing. Slices of bread jumped out of the toaster, suddenly scaring me. This is an expression, art integrated learning. This needle was this big. How you're expressing yourself, role play. See, you are as skinny as a rail. You are a mountain. How to explain concepts to children. Okay, look at this. Suppose you show this to the children and ask them to write. You will get 40 different expressions of this. 40 different expressions of this figure, I'm sure. Because every child in your class is different and unique and has got a different way of perceiving things. Look at this. Suppose you're teaching circles. You can teach it so beautifully like this. So at least जो बच्चे आर्ट में interested हैं वो भी आपके circles में interest show करेंगे. How to make Ganesha using simple basic shapes. See how subjects have been blended. जब मैं स्कूल में थी ना, and all respect to my teachers and my school, हमें क्यूब और क्यूबॉइड भी सिर्फ 2D में ही समझाया जाता. ये फिगर्स अगर ड्रॉ करके समझाते हैं हमें, तो मुझे कभी समझ में नहीं आया कि ये क्यूब और स्क्वायर और क्यूबॉइड रेक्टेंगल में क्या फर्क होता है. मुझे सब एक ही जैसा लगता था. जब मैं बड़ी हुई और मुझे रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स दिया गया, तब मुझे समझ में आया कि अच्छा ये लोग अलग अलग होते हैं. So this is the role of teachers in art integrated learning. See, symmetry. Can you imagine maths and symmetry, such beautiful drawing, maths and drawing going together hand in hand so beautifully. Another example of symmetry. I'm just rushing through this one also. These are all AIL for mathematics. These are some maths websites. Here you'll find many, many examples of art integrated learning in mathematics. You can take a screenshot of this. Clay modeling, not only for making Ganesha and this and that. It can be used to teach history, civics, geography. See, they are talking about Roman coins. Virtual museum tour. This is also an example of art integrated learning. Pottery. Visit a rainforest. I mean, visits are also an example of art integrated learning, or field trips, experiential art integrated learning. Origami. Can you imagine origami in senior classes? We always thought of origami in the junior classes, just fun activity. But see here, they're teaching about endangered animals through origami. Lego geography, where you have big floor size, maps, and the children dismantle it and again set it so that they learn about maps and geography. This is also an example of clay modeling. Natural disasters drawing. Okay. Now this is data visualization, very common using AI. You can do it. You can do it using IT also, graphs. Children are so good at it these days. So, through AI or through data visualizations, they can understand so many things. Maybe you can talk to your computer teacher that when the child will go to the class and you're teaching Excel or you're teaching PowerPoint, please make them do this data visualization of this chapter. So, you're blending IT with your own subject. These are all, clay models, drawings, creative writing, role play. They're all doing role play about different historical reenactments, whatever history. Suppose maybe Namak Qanoon or Aapka Pehla first rebel or first fight for independence, whatever. Role play, repeat character. They will never forget. And see, this is the fair, जिसमें आर्ट इंटीग्रेटेड लर्निंग के थ्रू बच्चों ने क्या सीखा, उस पर एक फेयर लगाया गया है. Such a beautiful, colorful one. Now, this is all about books. See, the children have dressed up in different characters. What will happen? The children will develop an interest. कि उस character के बारे में मैं जानूं, मैं पढ़ूं. Reading habit can be developed. So many things can be done through art integrated learning. See, this is a beautiful example, my personal favorite. See, एक तरफ तराजू के हैं. 3 into plus 2 equals to 5. 6 into minus 1 equals to 5. ये दोनों बराबर हैं. But the formulas are different. So वो तराजू यूज करके, जिस तराजू को हम लोग हमेशा क्या सोचते हैं? कानून, अंधा कानून में वो तराजू होता है. But this has been used in such a wonderful way. Drawing. This is reel making. Reel making could be a wonderful way of integrating art in your subject, with your subject. Making of reels. This is role modeling. They're trying to enact whatever happened that time of history. Okay. So these are a few examples available with me. I thought of sharing it with you. Geography, drawing. See, they're demonstrating the volcanic eruption. This is also art integration. Shadow. Do a play on shadows. Instead of telling them shadow पीछे होता है, 12 बजे यहाँ होता है, 4 बजे वहाँ होता है, लंबा इस समय होता है, छोटा इस समय होता है. If you simply do a role play, टॉर्च ले लिया, आदमी ले लिया, दीवार रही, और आप shadow का formations का role play करोगे. Children will never forget. This is a drawing. See, reflection, refraction, 3D drawing. How beautiful it is. This I'm sure you must be doing. So these were some examples of art integrated learning. Okay, one more thing I would like to show you. Just bear with me for 2 more minutes so that even after today, you can do this on your own. Okay. I'll like once again share my screen. Okay. Okay. Look at this. You have to actually grab a soft copy of this book, my dear educators. This book एक soft copy grab कर लीजिए. Whatever I've taught today, whatever you want to learn about art integration is from this book. This is a CBSE manual, art integration. And of course, art integration is experiential learning. You experience whatever you're learning. Your books come out, they become lively. This was released in 2019, way back, but still, I think many of us have not gone through it. So whatever I was teaching was from this book. Like, for example, I'm going to give you one example, simple example of art integrated learning and any one subject, just one subject I'm going to show you so that you understand the format. Okay. Now, for example, English. English, let us take any one lesson of class 6. You want to do art integration. Now see, the same thing which I've already told you, I'm just giving it once more to you so that you can take a screenshot, use it. क्योंकि वैसे भी आपको art integration learning करनी भी है. Chapter लिखेंगे, name of the book लिखेंगे, subject and art integration. यानी आप ड्रामा को किसके साथ इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं? आप ड्रामा को इंग्लिश के साथ इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं. What are the objectives? क्यों कर रहे हैं? What do you want the children to learn? Write that. What are the materials required? देखिए यहाँ पे they have used links. That means they are going to show some video. इसके बाद time required, some activities, methodology, whatever the teacher wants to do. Like see here, it is written, the poem will be read aloud with proper intonation. Teacher would encourage students to infer and deduce meanings of words. Thereafter, she would consolidate his students' responses and present in the best manner. To make the class more lively and interactive, the teacher will show a video on sibling rivalry. Okay, now this is what the teacher is trying to do. इसके बाद देखिए learning outcomes are written and of course evaluation. Self-evaluation. The students will evaluate themselves. और सबसे important चीज जो मैंने आपको बताई थी, follow up. The teacher provides another link on sibling bond and asks the children to see it. So what happens? The teacher gives this as a follow-up. Follow-up is nothing but teachers, but it's just a higher version of homework, independent practice. So that the child goes home and sees and watches another video and tries to understand more about sibling rivalry. And these are the links shared by the teacher. Okay. So next day, maybe the teacher will ask some questions and the teacher will assess the children. So this is how you write actually your activity. This is how you draft your activity in art integrated learning. I hope you have been able to understand. And that is all that I have with me today. Thank you so much for listening to me. If you have any questions, I'm open now. Any questions, please?
Participants, please, if you have got any question, please, you can post it in the chat box so that ma'am will pick up. And I don't think so any questions will come up such a way. They may be thinking that whatever ma'am said, that is the best way of teaching, then we have to now pull up the socks.
Yes, actually.
Still, we are all traditional method of teaching. We don't want to carry any smart board is enough. When I'm talking about my school, also many teachers feel that that's the way of no acting, nothing near the podium to move around and teaching. Plus, teachers, as ma'am has explained very nicely, it will reduce our burden. Very nicely, Mithali ma'am, there is no words, exemplary way of explanation you did it. And I hope that if 50% also of teachers pick up, all the participants, including me, pick up, then I feel that the teaching learning can be very easier one and it's a fruitful one.
Actually, ma'am, smart board also, it can be used for art integrated learning, but
Yes.
what we normally do is we just switch it on
And
then we
have
sit
to,
at one.
we have to
That
do
will
some.
not help. That is of no use actually. It's better to either that you give a lecture in the class is better. Rather than children listening to an alien voice in the classroom, it is better if the teacher is actually teaching.
And the involvement of the students, they can also bring something, they can send it to the WhatsApp group, and that you can show it to all the students that if somebody is not watching some classes, some other sections might be they did it very well, that can also be shown through a smart board many times. Very, I don't, I mean, I'm for wholeheartedly, I'm telling Mitali ma'am, it's wonderful session.
Thank you,
The
ma'am.
take-home is very high. That's the 1 hour. It's really, it's fruitful to all of us. Thank you to on behalf of the Arivartha Sahodaya School Complex and on behalf of the all executive members and on behalf of the participants too, and all the educators, so school heads also. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you. And the attendance link already been posted. Kindly fill up it very correct, nicely and correctly. And there is along with that a few questions are there. That's ma'am, whatever ma'am taught today, from that only. So I hope everybody can able to
Answer.
answer it properly.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Arivat Sahodaya, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. You can. Participants, once again, I already posted the attendance link. Kindly fill it along with the quiz link. And it's a request to those who are in this, please please make your network very strong, so that after half an hour also, if you're joining, that is really, it's just for a fun we are doing it. Please ensure that. Now also I'm finding that the lot of participants are leaving and coming. Many times I wrote it that this should not happen. But to make your network strong, please. What we expect from the students, that we also to do it. Attendance link is posted. If any, I hope everybody, those who have completed the attendance, then fill up the attendance, you can leave the meeting. It's really till 15 only, 6:15 till 6:15 it will be active. After that there is no entry will be allowed. So within 6:15 kindly do it. With this, thank you and good night too.